So could you please state your name and what company you work for?
My name is Victoria and I work for FCA, which is Fiat Chrysler.
And what is your role at that company?
I am the Global Supply Chain Finance Head.
And what are some responsibilities that the job entails?
Responsibilities are that I provide financial leadership and strategic execution of the global supply chain team. That includes logistics, capacity management, supplier risk, production and demand planning, inventory management, and a number of other things.
And how long was your average work week before this whole coronavirus situation really hit America?
Really between about 60 to 70 hours a week.
Okay, so a bit more than your average 9 to 5.
Yes.
So how has it since been affected by the coronavirus situation?
It really hasn't adjusted the hours so much. We've been able to, maybe the hours are increased a little bit, but that's been really because I'm able to utilize more of the commuting time that I would have used previously, and I can apply that now to a couple of extra hours a day into managing work remote.
Okay, and you've since been working from home for the past 3 weeks, correct? Correct. And has the coronavirus affected your company's stocks?
It has. It has significantly declined over the term of the last few weeks.
And has it affected your salary personally?
It has. All of the leadership, as well as all mid-level professionals in the organization, have taken a salary deferment effective April 1st.
And have you had to stop paying any of your lower ranking employees at the company?
Any of our professionals or lower have actually been exempt from any salary deferment, and that is just given a way to try to protect those that are making a bit less and knowing the environment and the industry today.
And I realize you work at the second largest building in the United States, right under the Pentagon, correct?
Correct.
And do you know how the janitorial staff has been affected by all of this?
Yes, for the janitorial staff has done a cleanup once, right after the most of the building had been released to work remote. Since that time, the building has been shut down and janitorial services have been released. But as soon as we have the green light to open back up, they will come in ahead of time, do a deep cleaning before all 15,000 workers come back into that headquarter location.
And has there been any cases of coronavirus from your workplace specifically?
Yes, there are many cases of coronavirus. It's a large group of community of people that reside in that location. And we've had one death specifically from that, from COVID-19 that worked and resided in the building.
And when has your company said you'll return to work as usual, for lack of a better word?
We're following the guidelines of Governor Whitmer, and as of right now, it's planned for April 14th. However, if she does delay and extend, then we will also be extended to stay in compliance with her guidelines.
And how have you reacted to the scenario as a whole, more on a personal note? I know it can be a bit jarring, having to change up your work environment so drastically and kind of work in isolation of your coworkers.
I think it's fine. I actually have experience working remote and having teams in different regions, so it's pretty consistent with what I'm used to. We use a lot of technology, and so I think staying connected, using everything that we have available to us today, technology-wise, is helpful, and keeping the teams motivated and productive. Personally, it is difficult not to have an outside connection, but other than that, everyone's healthy and safe and at home with their families and still being able to be productive and working and completing assignments we need to. So I feel pretty okay with what's happening right now.
Okay, good to hear. Thank you for your time. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.